Now, let's get to know the man behind the bread of salt. NVM Gonzalez was born on 8th of September 1915 in Romblon, Philippines. Gonzalez, however, was raised in Mansalay, a southern town of the Philippine province of Oriental Mindoro. Gonzalez was a son of a school supervisor and a teacher. As a teenager, he helped his father by delivering meat door to door across provincial villages and municipalities. Gonzalez was also a musician. He played the violin and even made four guitars by hand. He earned his first peso by playing the violin during a Chinese funeral in Romblon. Gonzalez attended Mindoro High School at 1972 and 1930. He attended college at National University, but he was unable to finish his undergraduate degree. While in Manila, Gonzalez wrote for the Philippine Graphic and later edited for Evening News Magazine and Manila Chronicle. His first published essay appeared on the Philippine Graphic, and his first poem in poetry in 1934. A member of the Board of Advisors of Likhaan, the University of the Philippines Creative Writing Center, founding editor of the Diliman Review and first president of the Philippine Writers Association. Some of his notable works are The Wind of April, published on 1941, A Season of Grace in 1956, The Bamboo Dancers on 1988, The Tomato Game on 1992, and The Bread of Salt and Other Stories in 1993. The Bread of Salt. It was his assigned duty to be up early in the morning and be on his way to the baker's to buy rolls and pandesal for the breakfast table. He was 14 and he has already got used to his task. On his way, he thought of the bread of salt pandesal and wondered how it was made, what gives it flavor and shape. He looked around the landscape at daybreak, and once again remembered how much he adored Ida, the niece of the old Spaniard whom he thought he was destined to serve, just like his late grandfather. At times he thought it was his duty to stay in the house in the service of the young maiden. He even dreamed that she was likewise keeps an intense emotion for him, which she will only dare manifest in the right time. He was a diligent student and a violinist. It didn't take long before he was transferred from second to first violin, and before long, he was invited to join Pizza's band and perform in one engagement after another. He was happy to earn money through his own skill, although it was with utter bitterness that he had to endure rehearsals, despite the outward disapproval of his aunt against his chosen field. She thought musicians are no better than dogs scurrying to get their mouths on food scraps in trash bins. But he didn't mind, thinking that the money he'll earn from playing the violin will allow him the capacity to buy a brooch and beautiful stationery for his ardent love letters to Ida. Then he was invited, together with Saez's band, to the asalto of Don Esteban's daughters, who were arriving from Manila. He was honored to be in a sophisticated gathering and get a magnificent look at Ida's stunning beauty. He was beside himself with immeasurable joy and pride, but will later on be displaced by an equally immeasurable embarrassment at the buffet table after Ida caught him sneaking some sweets into the pocket under his shirt. The nonetheless offered him a big package of food after the party, but due to his intense shame, he lost that composure to react. Along with the entire ardor he used to shower the maiden with. After the party, They led the guests home with their music. Then with Paez, he went to the bakery to buy pandesal with his own money, but the bread wasn't ready yet, so they wait. Now we're going to criticize, analyze, and evaluate the particular literary piece entitled The Bread of Salt by N.V.M. Gonzalez, in which we are going to use the formalism or Aristotelian approach, in which it focuses on elements such as exposition, rising action, conflict, complication, climax, falling action, and conclusion or denouement. It includes characters, setting, theme, and point of view. The story began on 1930s in the Philippines. The setting are the following: bake shop, Don Esteban's house, school, and street. The story's point of view is first person. The story characters are the 14-year-old boy who is Albert, the protagonist, Ida, Albert's apple of the eye, Pete Saez, the guy who invites Albert to join his band, Josefina and Alicia, Ida's cousin, Don Esteban, J and A's father, the aunt, the grandmother and grandfather, and Mr. Custodio. The exposition. He was given 15 centavos by her grandmother. He went to the bake shop to buy a pandesal. He always finds his way to catch a glimpse on the old Spaniard's house. He learned that Ida is a Spaniard's niece. Because of his young love for Ida, he made himself stronger and more capable of things. The rising action. Mr. Custodio became aware of his development in his violin class. Pete Saez invited him to join the Minvillus Orchestra, his private band. His mind began to think of the things that he was going to do with the money. His aunt didn't approve of him being a musician. He also planned on giving Ida a brooch and stationery for his love letters. The climax. December afternoon, Pete was at the door of their classroom. Pete was as if to tell him a secret. He returned to their classroom and happily greeted everyone. He also approached Ida. He asked Ida if she is going out of town. He discovered that Ida will stay for the holiday. The appointed evening came. The band gathered quietly at Don Esteban's gate. The asalto began, and he saw Ida. The falling action. Alicia and Josefina joined the band. At last, Pete Saez signaled them that it was eating time. He wrapped the egg yolk things in a napkin and stuffed it in his pocket. Someone talked to him and it turned out to be Ida. Ida told him that if he could wait, she will give him a big package of food until the guests are gone. He felt embarrassed as Ida saw what he did. The conclusion. He walked away to the nearest door and threw the egg yolk thing. He heard his grandmother calling him. The party ended at 1 a.m. and they walked home with their instruments. Pete accompanied him half of the way home. They stopped at the bake shop. He bought himself a pandesal. The conflict of the story was man versus society and man versus circumstances. The themes are love between social status, acceptance, and perseverance.